The camera pans over a serene California town. People walk the streets, greeting each other warmly. The local diner, Rosie's Diner, hums with activity as the heart of this small community. It was just another ordinary day in a quiet California town, a place where everyone knows everyone, and Rosie's Diner is more than a restaurant. It's the community's heartbeat. The door jingles as a man steps inside. He wears a plain baseball cap pulled low and simple sunglasses that hide his face. His attire is unassuming, his demeanor reserved. He blends in seamlessly. But today, among the regulars, there was someone who wasn't just anyone. This man, hiding behind a humble disguise, was none other than Elon Musk, the billionaire entrepreneur behind SpaceX, Tesla, and Neuralink. But today, he wasn't here as a tech mogul. He was here on a personal mission. For weeks, Elon had been pondering a question. Despite his monumental success, he couldn't shake a persistent thought. Did his vision for a better world truly resonate with everyday people? Were the technologies he championed making a tangible impact, or were they luxuries for the privileged few? Elon takes a seat in a quiet booth at the back. A waitress named Maggie, her name tag slightly crooked, approaches with a tired yet polite smile. Maggie, what can I get you today? Elon, hesitant. Just coffee and a slice of pie, please. Maggie nods and walks away as Elon observes the diner. While he waited, Elon watched the world around him. A construction crew on their lunch break, a young mother feeding her toddler, and an elderly man gazing out the window. This was a far cry from corporate boardrooms and high-tech labs. It was the everyday world he rarely experienced. The bell jingles again. A young man in his 20s enters. His clothes are worn, his shoes scuffed, and his backpack looks like it's seen better days. Nervously, he approaches the counter. Young man, excuse me, ma'am. Are you hiring? I'll do anything. Clean tables, wash dishes, whatever you need. Rosie, the diner's owner, gives him a sympathetic look. Rosie, I'm sorry, kid. I'd love to help, but times are tough for us too. The young man nods, mumbling a soft thank you before turning to leave. Elon watches, his expression thoughtful. Elon, excuse me, Rosie. Would you mind if I covered a meal for him? He looks like he could use a break. Rosie hesitates, then nods with a warm smile. Rosie, of course, that's very kind of you. Elon hands over some cash, then walks over to the young man. Elon, hey, I heard what you said. Don't give up. Life throws challenges at us, but you've got to keep going. The young man looks at him, a mix of gratitude and confusion on his face. Young man, thank you. I mean it. Elon returns to his seat, but the interaction lingers in his mind. The rest of his time at the diner passes quietly. Before leaving, he leaves a generous tip for Maggie and secretly pays for a few other meals. As Elon heads for the door, a young girl tugs at her mother's sleeve, whispering excitedly. Little girl, Mom, I think that's Elon Musk. Her mother glances over, her eyes widening. Mother, calling out, excuse me, are you Elon Musk? The diner falls silent. Elon stops, then turns with a sheepish smile, removing his sunglasses. Elon, grinning. Guilty as charged. Whispers ripple through the diner. Elon raises his hands to quiet the room. Elon, I just wanted to step out of my bubble and see the world through your eyes. You all work so hard, and I wanted to understand that better. Thank you for letting me share this space with you. Elon nods to Maggie and Rosie on his way out. Elon, you've got a special place here. Keep up the great work. The camera follows him as he steps into the sunlight, the diner's door jingling shut behind him. The next day, the story of Elon Musk's visit spread like wildfire. News outlets covered it, and social media buzzed with admiration for his humility and willingness to connect with everyday people. But for Elon, it wasn't about headlines or praise. It was about the people he met, the stories he heard, and the lessons he learned. Elon is back in his office, surrounded by blueprints and models. He pauses, looking out the window with a renewed sense of purpose. That day at Rosie's Diner reminded Elon why he began his journey, to create a better world, not just for the privileged, but for everyone.